How's it going, everybody? This is Kinama, and you're back with some more Clash of Clans. So I know in the last video, it's mainly just an intro video, so it didn't really do too much. Um, but this is about farming. So I'm going to do this video on my farming strategies. Now, other people may have other opinions or other strategies, but this is kind of what I do and what I look for. Now, I've already attacked a few bases, getting some troops up. I like using. Um, guess I should go into a little bit about farming. So, the whole point of Clash of Clans is defeating bases, getting loot, elixir, gold. As you can see up here, I really don't have much at the moment. Um, Getting elixir and gold. That way you can spend on your walls, upgrading your defensives. Your defensive units, and then also your barracks and stuff, so you can make better guys. You know, getting loot to train. Um, so there's a lot of uses that you need all the different types of loots for. So all the different types. There's really three, not different types. So you got your gold, your elixir, and then your dark elixir. So um, with that being said, that some of the strategies that I do is I usually go in and I find bases. I use a couple of giants. I have a couple of wall breakers in there too, and I can kind of go in here to show you. So the giants are pretty good. You know, technically we call them meat shields. They have a lot of high hit points, can take a lot of damage. Wall breakers are easy for them to just get through the walls. And I didn't mean to build one. They do a little bit of damage, but they only go after walls. Um, so that's the biggest thing with them. And then I usually use a lot of goblins because goblins only go after resources. And then I use a lot of archers just because of mainly the range. Um, they can stand back and shoot pretty far and can sometimes stay outside of the range of the defensive units. And looks like I didn't have any, but I also use a lot of barbarians. So um, as you can see, I have made got the barbarian guys with the little Viking helmets on. You got the goblins with the nice red mohawks and stuff. So let me take y'all into a video that I already did, and it's this one right here. So this turned out to be a pretty good raid for me. Um, Let me pause it right there so we don't do too much. So as you can see, this is one of the bases that I would look for when attacking. So you can see the pumps are just about full. Between the elixir, the gold, they're all on the outside, so they're pretty easy to pick off. We do have some of the defenses there, and it looks like they do have a lot of stuff in their storage. So, about 230,000 loot, 265,000 loot, and 288 dark, which isn't much, but I like that loot. So you can kind of go ahead and we'll start it back up. You can see kind of what I did for farming was drop the giant right away. What the giant does is get in there, distract the defense. They start focusing fire on him, and the goblins can go away and just pick off some of these mines. So went ahead. Looks like there was some traps and everything here. The hidden Teslas popped up. So that pretty much runs it through with those guys. So I end up doing the same thing down at the bottom, drop in some giants, take some fire, the wall breakers to kind of get through the wall, but unfortunately the giants was focused out here and couldn't help protect the wall breakers there. But now that they're all focused on the giants, I can drop in those troops and do a little bit of work. So but this is my main farming strategy. You can see I use the barbarians, the archers, the goblins, and then of course my king and queen, because that's pretty much like free troops. Um, they end up really help this process of getting on in here to get the rest of this loot. You can see even though we got all the pumps, we're still sitting at available 900 or 91,000 gold and 60. No, it just dropped down. So we definitely want to get that. So I'll start using the rest of my troops down here, hoping that they will come on in here, take out the clan castle, not clan castle, take out the town hall, and start making their way over to these uh, other storage units. So I end up using the spell just because I don't want these guys to be taken out by all the defense. I want to make sure they get this. So I did waste about 25,000 elixir on that. But it's marginal compared to what I actually brought in for the battle. So let's see, I went ahead and finished out that dark storage, and then the guys just go along and take out what they can. And we can speed that up here. Not that getting the rest of the stuff, I probably should have just ended it, but as you can see, I won. Took away quite a bit of loot. And then on top of the wins, you also take in a loot bonus, which was with the lowest the cups that I have, it's about 4,000. So some other strategies that I'll do is sometimes I'll be a little bit impatient and won't let my army camps fill all the way. And so I do other attacks like this. I lose, so I definitely lost cups, but I went in here. This base only had 27,000 gold, 29,000 elixir, but sometimes I just play this game while I'm doing other stuff, so I'm not focused on a lot of the time. Sometimes. So I'll just drop this and then I'll let the timer run out. But as you can see on this, all I have is one archer hitting this storage, one archer hitting this storage, and I just want to get as much gold as I can. The archers only run about 250 elixir, so this battle total I only spent 500 elixir, and if we come back here and look at my gain on it, so only spent 500 elixir and got about 12,000 gold. So this is very, very small for what I usually go after, but it would seem like a pretty easy target. And you can think of the same thing with this. These are 100 elixir to make the goblins. I only use 400 elixir there, and so if you want to do a lot of little battles, and the main reason I do these little battles is usually just because I used all of my troops on the previous battle. So that way you can get right back in and get little gains while you're waiting for your army camps to fill back up for the larger gains. So that's pretty much my strategies. Go after what I can, look for those large bases, but if you see those easy pickings where you can take only a couple hundred elixir loss and troops, then you can go after it. So the next thing I want to talk about as far as farming is once you get this elixir, you want to kind of hang on to it. And the best way to do that is to make sure your shield is always up. Easiest way to get your shield up is to put your town hall right there on the outside. So the reason why you will lose cups, when people attack you, this one I lost 11, 8, 5. So you do lose cups with having it out here, but if they kill this, that gives you a 12-hour shield. So you have 12 hours for... Oh, didn't mean to move it. So you basically have 12 hours to do what you need to do, go through your pumps. That's a good thing while, good while you're sleeping or while you're at work, to keep that shield up so people don't, have to take all your loot. So keep the town hall. If you want to farm, if you want to just build up resources, keep that on the outside. So if you're trying to do any type of defensive stuff, then you might as well just put it in the middle. But um, I like keeping it on the outside. And the other part, as far as protecting your resources, if you look at my base now, this only works for Town Hall 9 because you have the crossbows. Um, I definitely want to protect my Dark Elixir storage. So I mean, it has a lot to do to actually get into this storage. But you can see my crossbows kind of overlap. They do quite a bit of radius when people attack. Clan Castle is a very good defensive unit. But even if you don't think of it, as long as you have people in here and they come out, they can help save your base from just getting mowed down. And then I have my mortars. So I did do this base setup prior to getting this fourth one down here. I'm actually on my way of getting this thing upgraded to the same level as these, which is max for my town hall level. But that's pretty much what I do. I make sure all these defensive can overlap. Everything is covering my storage, um, my gold storage, my elixir storage. So it makes it very hard for people to take. And so yeah. So set up your base kind of, you know, in an easy way. Your defensive is always covering over your elixir storage. Makes it hard for them to get. Um, and it will kind of just discourage people from just trying to get those big loots you may have in your storage. Right now, I don't have big loots except for my dark elixir. So they'll just go ahead. They'll see my base when they're clicking through, and they're like, "Oh, free town hall." I'll go ahead and take it, and it helps them out, gives them a couple cups, and it helps me out with putting up that 12-hour shield. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this farming video. Let me know down in the comments if you do play the game, on what farming strategies you use. And I don't know if I mentioned it. Cups, I said previously I don't really worry about them. I actually don't worry about them because I like keeping them low. I find 1200 is a very good sweet spot for me when it comes to getting elixir and getting matches, kind of like this one here with the 200 plus thousand golden elixir. So yeah, let me know what cups you find or have the best responses from. Also, let me know what you think about the video and other suggestions of other videos to do. So I will be doing more. This was about farming. I will do more, maybe some of the defense and some other type videos. So leave a like if you like the video. And this has been Kinama, and I will talk to y'all later.